It is Jesus that was thirsty, not the woman. Jesus was thirsty, not for the water that the woman was going to draw from the well. Jesus was thirsty for more souls to save. Thirsty to save more souls. For to understand this very well, Jesus was thirsty for souls that are about to perish. This explains why he was moving from one place to another. He was staying in one place, but he was moving from one place to another. In fact, going by the geographical location of the place where he was going, you said you are going to Jerusalem. The shortest route was to follow Galilee. It's the shortest route. But because he was thirsty for souls to save, he took the longer route of passing through Samaria and then came to the well very early in the morning. You know nobody is there. He would have passed on. But he sat there waiting for what? Thirsty for more souls, not the water in the well. After all, after the readings were told, he did not even drink the water from that well. But he sat there because he was thirsty for souls to save. And behold, somebody who was thirstier came around. Who was more thirsty than even Jesus came around. And he asked, Jesus now asked him. You know, Jesus will not go straight to the point of what he wants to say. But he will go through a very direct way to get to his point. He first of all asked the woman, give me water to drink. And by the culture of that tradition, a Samaritan has nothing to do with a Jew. Talk less of talking to a woman is a taboo, which Jesus is quite aware of. But Jesus decided to ask the woman for water, and the woman challenged him straight away. What dare you? Who are you to ask me for water when you are a Jew and a Samaritan? And Jesus knew it's a taboo for him to talk to a woman as a Jew. But however, when the story went on, he told the woman now asked him, you need water, right? You don't even have the bucket to draw water. And Jesus said, if you only know who is talking to you, you would have been the one to ask me for water. But that was not the point. Why did you even ask the woman if you knew you were a water yourself? So he now went on in his discussion and to discover that the woman, Jesus did not need physical water. The woman himself was thirsty because he was looking for water. He was looking for what will quench her own thirst. And then Jesus told her, you face doubts about this thirst because your problem can never be solved. The woman was testing herself, moving from one place to another. He had married 5. He was still hungry for more husbands. He was not satisfied with the 5, talk less of the 6. Making the 7 which complete the 7 number which is unique, and about the 7 sacraments, which made it 7. Jesus even told her, even that one will not satisfy you. What you are looking for is more than that. And the woman had to accept that yes, he's thirsty in the desert of life. We are all in the desert of life, looking for so many things in our lives. Many of us will want things. But remember what St. Augustine tells us. Our God, you created us in your image and likeness. But our souls are restless, looking for so many things. And our souls can never rest until they rest in you, God who created us. No matter what we are looking for on earth, you will never be satisfied unless you come back to God in faith. When we receive God, we will be satisfied because we have so many things in our mind that sometimes are eating us up because we have not arrived and achieved what we want. Why can't we slow down and then leave whatever we have got, be satisfied and rest in God? It is only then that our souls will be saved, and that test in which we look for will satisfy us. If any of you have gotten across the letter written by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, I'm sure he wrote that letter yesterday or day before yesterday, at his 90-something years of life, as if he's telling goodbye to the world. In that letter, you will see how he was yearning for things, all these how many years of his life. Now he has come to discover that all these things are vanity. That they are like sand to him that you cannot hold. When you hold sand, it is dropping over there. That all the things that look for his life, he has gotten it, but what is it to him now? It means nothing. All his cars will end up in junkyard. All his buildings will end up people changing the colors or even demolishing them to become car parks. All the money I've gotten will be there in the account, squandered by whoever did not work for. So what actually did he spend his energy and life doing all these 97 years or thereabout? Vanity. So many times in our lives, we yearn for so many things that our hearts are not at rest. And sometimes this yearning leads us into falling into more things, most especially in sin. We commit sin to get what all these things we want. You become very corrupt because you are running after material things, after things that don't even matter at the end of it all. You become so selfish, attach yourself to certain things which ordinarily you would have dashed out. Look at your wardrobe, for example. Look at your wardrobe, for example. There are some of the clothes you have not worn for 2 years. Be honest with yourself. They are there because you yearn for them, but you cannot release it to people who are desperate. You have food in your store that is getting rotten. People are hungry on the street. But you are so much attached yourself to it. The more you see it, the more you see even want. Look at the time of COVID-19. What happened in this country? People hoarded food to the point that those food expired. And they have to throw it off, or which people were hungry. I'm sure you read one of the stories that was published. I don't want to call somebody's name. People who hoard money, and the money got rotten. Money, cash, got rotten in containers and bags. And some people were looking for money to buy Panadol. Do you think God is happy with such? Overfeeding, only overfeeding is a sin. Because you have overfed yourself, not minding those who are waiting, who are hungry over there. We hold those things to ourselves. We are not satisfied with them. The more we have, the more we still even want.